Hello and welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie, and today's case is based on a lady whose name is Sarah Burton. She was born on February the 22nd, 1990. Her place of birth was at Joplin, Missouri, and her hair colour is light brown. Her eyes are blue, and her height at the time was 5'7", and her weight was roughly 170 pounds at the time. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $5,000 for the information leading to the arrest and the conviction of the individual or the individuals that is responsible for the disappearance of Sarah Burton. Sarah was just a 29-year-old at the time of her disappearance, and she was last seen on July the 16th, 2018 in the vicinity of 10th Street and Rex Avenue in Joplin, Missouri. Sarah was reported missing then on July the 20th of 2018 by her mother. There have been no reported sightings. There has been no contacts from Sarah since her disappearance. So the FBI of Kansas City Division is assisting the Joplin Police Department with the department's ongoing investigation then to Sarah's disappearance. Joplin Police Department then, their number is 417-623-3131, and the Kansas City Field Office that is as well. So Sarah has a scar above her right eyebrow, which is on her forehead as well, so it's like on her eyebrow coming up onto her forehead. And also there is where the clothing that she was wearing at that time. So she was last seen wearing a purple and white blouse. She was wearing blue jeans and she had black flat shoes on as well. A friend had dropped Sarah off, and Sarah planned to walk home from the drop-off place, which was at the service alley near the 10th and Rex Avenue. She never arrived. The last sighting of her was later that some morning at the residence in the northwest Joplin. Her friend that dropped Sarah off at the time contacted Sarah's parents a few days later because Sarah left her purse and because Sarah left a shoe in her friend's car also as well. So it was just one shoe that she left in that car. And her parents contacted the police and they reported her missing then on July the 20th. And she last saw her parents then on July the 8th, 9 days before her disappearance. And her father had helped her to buy a car, and they put the tags on it on that day as well. However, then on July the 11th, she had wrecked a new car that she had from her parents. She wrecked that in Pittsburgh, Kansas, and her parents think that she may have been afraid to let them know about the accident that she had and was trying to avoid them while she tried to figure out what to do. Sarah had been a very good student, and she was placed in a program for gifted students at the Joplin High School, where then she was a cheerleader there as well. But after graduation she started struggling with methamphetamine and served a term in prison as well on a drug charge. So she tried to turn her life around, but there was a lot of struggles, and she continued to struggle with drugs then and had a very troubling relationship then with the father of her two young sons at this time. But at the time of her disappearance then, she was living with her parents at that time, and they was trying to get her into a long time drug treatment to try and get her back on her feet and to get more better in herself as well. And she was free on bail as well on charges of drug possession, trafficking in a stolen identities, that is also stealing a motor vehicle, which was making her to go through all these court appearances as well. And and her attorney had thought that she might be able to get a suspended sentence at this time as well, and her parents don't believe that she would have run away just because of her legal problems that she was going through. But the circumstances of Sarah's disappearance are very unclear to this time. Her son's father was incarcerated at the time of her disappearance and is not a suspect in her case. But to this day, her case remains unsolved and is practically a cold case. So this is where I come in then, and I decided that I wanted to do a tarot reading to see what have happened. There is 4 specific questions I asked. So number 1 is, where is Sarah Burton? 2, who was involved in her disappearance? 3, where is she now? And 4, what is the final outcome to be for her case? So, what happened to Sarah Burton then? We had reverse Knight of Swords that come out. So, there was some conflict, being out of control, because there is a man who is very rude, arrogant and a coward, and he was very manipulative, and he can be a bit of a dangerous person, and he had a lot of frustration at this time with Sarah. Then we had the Strength card. So Sarah had a lot of courage, there was a lot of bravery, and she stood up to this person, and there was a lot of controlling her own emotions and trying to face things head on at this time. With the 5 of Pentacles, there was poverty and struggling to make ends meet, and there was the sense of feeling very lonely as well. Reverse Death, there was a sacrifice from a traumatic, catastrophic situation that had happened. Wheel of Fortune then, things was on the up and there was a chance of a meeting. 6 of Swords then, travelling overseas with an assistance and running away. Knight of Pentacles, there was a male who was very cautious, territorial and possessive. He was a bit stubborn also, but he was friendly and loyal. We seemed that way at the time. Reverse 10 of Cups, there was a quarrel involving some family secrets. Could be to do with unfriendly neighbours as well, and also feeling homesick. Reverse Fool then, so there was a very impulsive person who was very reckless, that did inappropriate mistakes, and there was immaturity and frustration. 7 of Cups, there was someone with a hidden identity who had multiple choices. They had a lot of addictions and felt very withdrawn. 7 of Swords, there was some plotting and planning here with some daring behaviour. Someone was very sneaky and cunning here as well. Reverse Star, there was a lot of overwhelmedness and trying to escape from abuse. Who was involved in the disappearance of Sarah Burton? Reverse Tower, so there was someone that got away with their actions. Reverse Magician, there was a violent male who had a lot of scattered energy about them, that had a lot of frustration, and they had mental health issues. 9 of Swords, there was a lot of anxiety, mentally imprisoned themselves, involved in a lot of conflict, and couldn't think straight at the time. There was a lot of guilt and remorse as well. Reverse 4 Swords, so the person had not long come out of jail and didn't seek any help for their mental health. 4 of Wands, so Sarah's family was waiting very patiently for Sarah's return and wishing that she came home with them, and there is a gathering to look for Sarah. Reverse 10 of Pentacles, there was some family feud that had happened, and there was illegal business dealings going on. Lovers, there was a couple who had some involvement in this situation as well. Reverse Hierophant, so there was breaking some rules, making their own rules up and their decisions, and being very rebellious as well. Where is Sarah Burton? So 8 of Cups. Sarah is very lonely. She tried leaving a bad situation. She had enough and she felt very abandoned and drained. 5 of Swords. So there is a crime that have been involved It could have been to do with theft, rape, murder, and mugging. There was a lot of abuse and there was some dispute involved as well. 9 of Wands, so there was being on guard, being very defensive, standing alone, and trying to fight for her life. Reverse Queen of Pentacles, there is a female that was either involved in prostitution or abuse or both, that is very unfriendly, jealous and possessive, that is out of control, and they're in the state of poverty. What is the final outcome for Sarah Burton's case? Reverse Judgment. So there is to be arguments and there is an arrest, sentencing and court hearings. 8 of Wands, there is to be hard work being paid off in the case, and it is coming together and there will be results and some exciting news that is going to be coming out. High Priestess, so there is to be some secrets, and there is motives that is going to be coming out as well. With the King of Pentacles, there is to be a mature male that is very wealthy. They are a hard-working person, very careful and friendly, that is involved or to be involved in some way. Reverse Devil, so there is justice that is going to be sought, or it was some revenge or crime or prostitution or drug involvements. King of Wands, so there is a male who's very resilient. He is bold in himself and he got that sense of a role model about himself. He could be a boss that is very assertive, very charismatic, and he is a risk taker. 4 of Cups, there is a lot of disinterest and unawareness going on. 3 of Swords, there is pain, hurt, grievance, and there is feeling of being heartbroken here. Reverse Sun, there is to be a lot of sadness and unhappiness. 2 of Cups, so there is to be some union coming in, but there is a lot of emotional decisions that is going to be made, and there is a joining of people coming in and giving that sense of peace of mind. With the 2 of Pentacles, there is a lot of juggling certain situations and decisions. It could be linked to finances, and also some journalism and publishing that is going to be happening as well. With the Hanged Man, there is to be findings of being tied up and being restricted. With the reverse 5 of Wands then, there is to be some cooperation and teamwork that is coming in also. Okay then, so that is what I have for the Sarah Burton case. If anyone has any information regarding this case, or if anyone want me to do another case, then feel free to comment in the comment section down below. Looking forward to seeing all these comments about these different type of cases. Yeah, and if you enjoy my content and my channel, then please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I see you all again next time. Bye.